Yo, what's going on, you guys? You're watching That Simple Fit Gamer, and today we're going over my subscriber shout out. Now, I put this up a video, a couple months ago, saying big old thank you guys for giving me about 200 subscribers, and since then, my channel has been growing quite nicely, and I'm actually really excited about that. So I've been thinking about ways to, give back, and that was how I decided what I was gonna do, and give you guys a shout out, help you guys out best as I could, and from the position I'm at. Alright guys, so when I was thinking about, how I can make this shout out, my shout outs fair for everyone, a YouTuber and by the name of YouTube Avenger, let me, gave me some input, some actually great input that I'm actually, I'm using it. I'm telling you about, I thought about it, I read it, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I decided how I'm gonna fix the problem you're addressing. And basically what he was saying is, if I have a YouTube shout out, am I concerned about basically getting subscribers just for this series? And my answer is just going to be no. I do not think that's going to happen because I'm only going to do a subscriber shout out every milestone in my YouTube channel. It's not going to be a bi-weekly thing or a monthly thing. I decided, that wouldn't be fair, because if I did that, yes, I would just be getting subscribers for my shout out series, and that's something that I would not want. I don't want people to subscribe to me for a shout out or to get something. I want them to subscribe for me, my beautiful face and my lovely voice, because it memorizes people, right? That's why you guys are all here. Alright, so basically, how I'm gonna do is, I am still kind of young, I am a growing channel, and with growing, I have learned things throughout every single video. I have to say, I've learned about 2 to 3 things, and I'm progressively getting better. That's something that I'm always striving for, make my next video better than my last, and I think you will see that since the start of this channel to where I am now, and I'm actually super pumped. So I've learned all this information so far, and I want to give it back to you guys. So how the subscriber shout is gonna work is I'm gonna name the channel I'm gonna give the shout out to, a little bit about them, and if you guys choose to go and subscribe to them, great, that's what I want you to do. But this video is mostly for those channels, and I'm going to be giving them tips on things that I personally think will help their channel grow. Okay, it's more of a tutorial, individual tutorial. I guess that's the way I can put it. I might change the name from subscriber shout out to maybe subscriber tutorial or subscriber help. Maybe that's more of an appropriate video title I might do later. So again, thank you YouTube Avenger for that input. I appreciate it super much. If you guys, I am growing, so any input you guys want to give me, I'm gonna use. I love it. Honestly, it's wonderful. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this subscriber shout out off with Nitro Kid 99. Now this guy is a gaming and a vlogging channel. I was kind of going over a lot of your videos and seeing how you were presenting yourself, what was going on. I got a couple tips that I think will really help your channel out. And don't get me wrong, you're doing great and I'm really liking it. But there's just some things that'll help you push you to the next level. Alright, so the first one is try to be professional. YouTube has kind of turned into a little business, if you haven't noticed that. People's videos are getting better. About 10 years ago to today, the quality has improved so much, it's insane. So if your goal is to be a big YouTuber and that's something you're striving for, I would say take the time and try to be as professional as possible. If you're using YouTube more as a hobby, no rules really apply and you can do whatever you want. But if your goal is to, get bigger and, just grow your channel in general, there's a couple things that you might want to try for your videos. The first one I would say, in your vlogs, try to keep the camera eye level. It lets the viewer, makes it look more professional instead of, looking down at the camera. Maybe your camera is on your laptop, or if it's below on your desk, if you could get a tripod or lift your laptop physically up so it's eye level, that would be great. Next one I would say is a good lighting. It doesn't matter what kind of camera you have, if your lighting is beautiful and it's perfect, if you are outside in a nice day and the sun's shining on your face, you're gonna get a nice picture. So open up those windows, set up some lights around the house, and point the camera at you so you get a nice, good color to you, and it doesn't look as grainy, because some of the videos you had up did look a little bit grainy, and you can see throughout my videos when I had my face in the camera, I did try to put lighting in, and you can see how I angled the camera. Maybe try to go off of that, or go to different YouTubers, more like vlogging channels or gaming channels with their face in it, and and see where the camera is placed, and maybe use that as a reference for your own videos. Now your microphone is pretty good, don't get me wrong, you didn't have too bad of a quality, and I really did like how it sounded, but upgrade is never bad. There's never a bad time to upgrade a microphone. You can have the best picture in the world, but if the voice is terrible and the audio isn't coming out clear, it's kind of gonna ruin the whole thing. It's like having a cake but with no frosting. It's not really a cake, is it, anymore? The audio just makes it all come together very nicely. Now last tip I'm gonna say is editing. You have done editing, and I'm seeing this and I'm liking it, and I do see how you're making more of your channel icons. I watched that recent video of yours, and that's cool, man. That's great. It's gonna actually help your views out a lot. You have no idea how much it's gonna help you. So wonderful. But do not be afraid to edit your videos so it takes out some of the uhs, or a lot of the time I mess up a lot, and I actually mess up so much that I have bloopers at the end of my videos. But when you're watching the videos, they look pretty smooth. It looks like I know what I'm saying, but you guys just don't see how much I messed up. So just don't be afraid to cut some of those times out. I'm not saying that every one of your videos is like that, but some of them I did see certain spots where you could cut. So I actually learned a really big tip from one of my teachers who loved film, and they basically told me, when you made a video, cut out everything you don't need, and it will make your video greater. And I'm trying to put that in my own videos with my audio, my talking and stuff, because I could do ramble a lot on accident. But what I'm trying to say here is don't be afraid to cut your videos to make them smaller and to make them just a little bit more smooth. Good job, Nitro Kid. The next one we got is BlasterManFilms. Now, what does this guy do? He does unboxings of different things such as like Nerfs, and he's done hoverboards. So he basically is an unboxing channel. Now, when I see unboxing channel, there's a couple things I mainly look for, and that is how they sound and what they're unboxing. The thing I know is kind of weird, but I don't watch unboxing videos all the time, so I'm gonna let you I'm giving you all my input from when I do watch unboxing videos. So please keep that in mind. The first thing I'm going to say is your background. I saw your background, you had it on the floor. There's nothing wrong with having it on the floor, but as I said the first time with Nitro Kid, try and be professional is the best tip I can have. What step can I do next that will take me to my next level? What can I do? So for you, I would say background. If you go to like the dollar store and pick up some of those poster boards, and you lay like the white poster boards and put tape over it, and you can have like a square that you put your unboxing things on, like on a table, and the paper's not gonna move or anything. But you put your lights on that, oh, it would look so nice. Keep a tripod up on the side, put your camera on that tripod, angle it down, so you have both of your hands that are free during your unboxing. Yeah, so I think that's what you can probably do all of that upgrade with just a couple bucks and run down to the Dollar Tree and be good. Now, if you're using your phone to capture, your unboxings, I've done this before. I actually made a couple of my videos with my phone. My very first video I ever made was actually with my phone, and how I used it, how I kept my phone up was I got a tripod, I got a box, and I taped my phone to the box and then taped that box to the tripod, and that worked pretty good. It looked really ghetto, but it got the job done. As long as it gets the job done, there's nothing wrong with going a little bit ghetto, because you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, angle that video down, use both your hands when you're doing unboxing, have lots of light. The better the lit, the better the video, the better the quality. Now, next thing is your audio. Personally, I like the audios to be very crisp, very clean. Now, you can do this two different ways. You can do your very first thoughts on like the unboxing. As soon as you open it, you just kind of talk freely, and you let the the camera capture your audio that way. Or you can do a different thing where after you're done filming everything, you go to your computer, and during your editing, you record your voice, and then you put that audio onto your video later. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the ups and downs about both of these things. So for your first one, where you basically talk while you're unboxing it, the ups is you get your very first thought. It's all clean. There's no editing, there's no nothing. It's just you, the box, and the camera. If you want to get that microphone and put it on the side, please do that. I use a Blue Yeti for my microphone. I kind of just set it up on my table and I let it record, and it picks up the audio very nicely. The next thing for your audio, I would say, if you didn't want to do that, or if you want to try a different way, go ahead and unbox everything while you're recording, and then in the editing phase, go ahead and like type everything that you think you'd want to say in your video, practice it a couple times, then record yourself saying that. Use that audio, put it in the video, and you'll notice that you'll be boxing. It's gonna sound pretty nice, you know. It's actually gonna sound really good with your nerfs. All right, so always try to do something a little bit different. You know, make yourself stand out. That's something really hard as a small YouTuber. You know, everyone tries to do something different so they stand out just a little bit. And for nerfs, maybe try to do something like a nerf range. Okay, so it says what, 50 feet on the box. Maybe go outside, shoot it, edit that, and then actually show the viewers how far it actually goes and compare it to different guns. You know, maybe have a video where you just compare the ranges of every single Nerf gun that you own. Or for the hoverboard, check the speed, you know, see how fast it can go. Different things like that that maybe other YouTubers aren't doing, you can put in your videos to help you out. So the next person we're gonna give a shout out to is Mr. Extreme. This guy has a Minecraft channel. I went over to it, go see it, you know. I wanted to explore and see what my subscribers were doing, and unfortunately when I went there, it seemed like he took all of his videos down. So let's go ahead and bow our heads and give a moment of silence for our lives. Thank you. Now, if Mr. Extreme, if you ever do decide to come back up to YouTube, hit me up with a comment, and I'll be glad to give you the shout out that you do get, because I'm giving it to you, man. It's happening. Now, the last person I'm gonna give a shout out to is one of my dear friends. He's actually on my featured side of my channel. It's the Majestic Squirtle. He used to make League of Legends videos. I'm not sure if he's gonna continue YouTube or not. He's really busy with work recently. But I'm gonna try to do a dual call with him eventually at some point in my life. Now, if you guys want to go show some love, please do. Alright, you guys, so now that we've kind of wrapped up all of our subscribers, let's go ahead and do something that I love, alright? So, I watch every single video that I put up, you know. I look at the comments, I see what you guys are wanting, I look at the likes to dislike ratio, you know, kind of gauge how my videos are doing. And during that, I see people, you know, I love the comments when you guys are helping me out, you know, dropping your feedback, it helps me out. But there's always those people who I kind of see every single video, and it makes me smile. It really does. I like it, you know, I love it. So how I'm gonna give back to those guys whenever I make my subscriber shoutouts, you know, my subscriber help videos, I'm going to pronounce a new subscriber Hall of Fame. Now, subscriber Hall of Fames will never leave. They'll forever be on this channel, and they'll be at the end of my subscribers, you know, shouts. You can see throughout the time who stayed with me the longest. Now, for this one, for our very first subscriber, you know, Hall of Fame, is going to be Mikey C 501. This guy's been with me for a long time. You know, I do appreciate your feedback, and you know what? You watch the videos, man. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now that we wrapped this whole video up, if you haven't seen my last video, it's gonna be on the screen right about now. So please like if you like the video, dislike if you dislike the video. It's not gonna hurt my feelings either way. It just kind of shows me how the video went. And stay tuned for some bloopers like always. And stay classy, my friends. Stay classy.